Jesus. Okay. What's up, everybody?
How are you?
Like I was just telling them, I just came up with all this shit today. So the first one actually happened at work today. I got one of my coworkers here. But so I'm sitting there and I'm at the bar and the guy walks in and he's like, "Can I run a tab?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "Give me a Busch Light tap." Okay, so I'm pouring it and he goes, "So if there's a little guy that comes in with glasses that wants the same thing, can you just put it on my tab?" I'm like, "Dude, you gotta give me more than that." Everybody's littler than me. Half of those people have glasses, and most of those people are probably drinking Busch Light anyways. So yeah, you gotta give me more than that, dude. Then the guy next to him that didn't tip me anything, he laughed. So happy that he found it amusing. But I saw that, I'm getting some buzz. I saw that Marshall's is moving in. Anybody see the Marshall sign? I don't know what it is, but it's a store in the mall and everybody's all geeked out. They're just like, "Yay, Marshall's is coming," and I can't wait for that going out of business sale. We can't even keep an IHOP in this fucking town, man. And they want to put a Marshall's here. It's like, sure, we'll see how long that runs, man. And then, so I get up like a lot and go and get my wife coffee, sometimes from Karen, right there. And I'm really sorry, Karen, about last time. I had a whole bit about Karens and I didn't even think about it. You were the antithesis of all those Karens, man. So, but no, I go in there. Karen's got the radio on and everything, and it's 5:45 a.m. And the rock or whatever she has played is like, "Stacy's mom has gotta go." I'm like, dude, 5:45 in the morning. Stacy's mom, I guarantee, does not have it going on at 5:45 in the morning. No shit. So it's school time. The wife and I took our boy to Central for his first day of high school, well, orientation and everything. We get in there, and first of all, we find out that there was like a whole 2 days worth of activities shit that they'd never even fucking told us about. They just sent us something about, "Hey, here's what orientation is." We get there, principal's not even there. And it's just the vice principals, and they have a couple people talking and everything. The first guy gets up and he's like this much taller than me, got a crew cut, standing like that, and I could tell he was in the service because every time he would talk about what the kids are going to do after high school, he's like, "Whether you go out there and you go to college, go to the workforce, or the military." And he said it like 3 times, and I'm like, God, man. And he's supposed to be the funny one, and I didn't think he was that funny. But and then the vice principal lady got up. I don't know who she is, but it was more. It wasn't so much like, "Hey, welcome to your first day at a new school, new students," and everything was more like, "Welcome to Alcatraz, bitches." And she's sitting there, like, most of it was just like, "This is what we fucking expect of you, and these are the consequences," and all this shit. And I nudged my kid during it, and I'm like, "You don't get fucking in trouble by this woman. I don't want to fucking deal with this woman." Oh, fuck no, dude. I'm not dealing with this bitch. Like, not at all. No way. This fucking town is fucked. So I got pulled over a couple weeks ago. I had to piece this together from my memory today, guys, because I've smoked some things. I've smoked some, and not meth, but I've smoked some things, But I had to piece this one together because I remembered it, but then I had to really remember it today, so I had to put it all together in the midst of working, and I had to go. I went and did Eric Braley's Shaky Laser show today. That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I got pulled over a couple weeks ago and I had the full fucking search go down and everything. So it kind of reminded me of a time back in the day I got pulled over, and it was on South State, right where the old Parks and Recreation office was and stuff like that. Right in front of there, I got pulled over. I'm just minding my own business. All of a sudden, fucking cherries in the cherries in the rear view, and I'm like, shit. I gotta do a little survey here. Do I have anything on me? Is there anything in here? I'm looking around. I'm like, no, I got nothing on me. I got nothing. Let's have some fun. Cop walks up and he's like, "Sir, do you know you got a headlight out?" And I was like, officer, by out do you mean of the closet? And he's like, now why would you think I said that? And I was like, well, because I've had my eye on that fucking headlight for a while. A little sneaking suspicion that it might go the other way a little bit. Not that I care or anything like that, not there's anything wrong with that, but I've had my suspicions. And he's like, no, sir, your headlight is burned out. I'm like, was it smoking the drugs? And he's like, sir, can you step out of the vehicle for me, please? I'm like, sure, I'll step out of the vehicle for you. He shows me, your headlight's out. I'm like, what? When did that happen? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, wow, neither do I. I didn't know that was going on. He's like, can you step back in the car with me for a second, please, sir? Sure. So I go back in the car, and he's sitting there, and he's like, it's an interesting smell coming off of you right now. And I was like, oh yeah? What's it smell like? He's like, I think it smells like either alcohol or marijuana. I'm like, well, you're wrong. You're 0 for 2, bud. Because that is cooked green and black olives. Because if you've ever delivered pizza in a car for 2 years, you'll know you'll never get that fucking stench out of your hair, your car, your clothes, nothing, dude. He's like, well, all the same, I'm gonna give you a breathalyzer. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking blow zeros, bud. And he's like, well, we're still gonna do it. I'm like, okay. So he lifts that thing up and I start sucking on it. He's like, no, sir, blow, don't suck. I'm like, title of your sex tape, made you fucking sick, bitch. Yeah, and so I blow fucking zeros across the board and everything. He's like, well, sir, you've been kind of difficult to deal with, so I'm gonna have to run the dog around your car. And I'm like, all right, go ahead. Bring Rin Tin Tin out, man. Let's do this. Has the fucking the officer dog dude come by and he fucking runs that dog around 3 times. He gets up on the thing and he starts biting at my back, the back handle of my car. I'm like sitting in the car with the cop. I'm like, don't bite the fucking car, man. Come on, dude. He's like, that's his job. And he hit on your trunk, which means that somebody who's handled marijuana in the recently has touched that trunk. And I'm like, when was the last time I touched the trunk? I don't even remember the last time I fucking touched the trunk, man. He's like, well, we're gonna have to search your car now. And I'm like, all right, go ahead, dude. Don't look in the glove box. And he's like, why shouldn't I look in the glove box? I'm like, I don't look in the glove box. And I know he's gonna go for the fucking glove box. This day and age, they call in hazmat and like the bomb fucking robot to come in there and shit if somebody said some bullshit like that to him these days. But no, so he goes in there and he starts searching the fucking vehicle and I'm sitting in the car and I know I'm being recorded in the car and I'm like, despite all my rage, I'm still just mad in the cave. Yeah, I start getting all like fucking, just getting down with it. And I'm sitting, I'm like, all of a sudden I see him go for that glove box. I'm like, don't do it, man. Don't go in that fucking glove box. He's gonna go in that fucking glove box. Dude, he opened it up. The fucking hinges were out on the glove box. Fucking thing spills out like those snakes that just like fucking fire out and shit. Just fucking spills out all over the car. He's in there just like, fuck, man. Like there's all of my mail. All of it. Every piece of mail that I didn't like went right there. And so then he fucking realizes that there's nothing in the goddamn car. He comes out and he's like, you got anything on your person? I'm like, dude, I'm fucking clean, man. I got nothing on me. He's like, you have nothing on your person? I'm like, I got a lot of things on my person. If you want me to tell you about them, I can tell you about them if you really want me to. I got a wallet in my back pocket, I got about $60 in there. I got a pack of smokes, a lighter, and like 73 cents or something like that. And he was like, okay, smart ass. And he like fucking had me empty my pockets and everything. And they fucking pat me down and all that shit. I just want to make sure I'm not fucking missing anything. No, I'm not. So yeah, he passed me down. Fucking finally, he's like, okay, sir, well, I just, sorry for the hassle and everything. It's your fucking time, man. Doesn't matter to me. And so he lets me go. I get back in my car with a warning, get the fucking headlight fixed. That's as simple as it could have been. Hey man, you got a headlight out, get it fixed. Nope, you had to give me shit. I'm gonna give you fucking shit right back, dude. So he fucking gets in his car, pulls away, and I'm sitting there in my truck like, fuck. Can't go to my at weed dealer's house now. That's how I knew I was clean. Because I don't have anything on me, because I'm on my way to my fucking dealer's house. Well, gotta call them up and tell them I'll be over tomorrow. They're on to me now. But hey, that's my time. Tony Tubes. Thank you.